Yo, what's good, guys? I'm back. Had to take a little break, got to 1,000. Happy me. Now, let's give another update to this Ukrainian conflict. Guess what Putin did? My biggest video warned against it. His silly ass let his commander, one of them at least, drive an armored column, a small one, little regiment, into Kiev, an outskirts neighborhood that is. And as soon as they get into these narrow streets with no infantry support, they got destroyed. The infantry support always goes into these situations first to eliminate the people that might shoot rockets, to look at areas that rockets might come from, and then warn the commanders so they can be prepared or pre-fire these buildings where people might be sitting. That didn't happen. So, commander goes in with his little tank column, and they get destroyed. All of them. Commander dead, all the tanks knocked out. Hell yeah, Ukraine. These people are not using their brain. You always go infantry first into any of these conflicts, especially if it's tight quarter cities, because of what I just said. Now, on top of that, get these numbers. Russia has lost 7,000 troops so far. We thought it was 10,000. I think it's more like 7,000. But even with that, that's more troops than the United States lost in Afghanistan in 20 years. That's even past half of what the Russians lost in Afghanistan. They were in Afghanistan for 15 years, and they lost about 12,000 troops. Russia, in a week and a half in Ukraine, has lost 7,000. What is Putin doing? He's just not thinking. He just doesn't seem to care. And that does go with the military doctrine that Russia plays by. They don't really care about their troop losses. They use lots of conscripts. And they just kind of use wave tactics to take whatever they need. They will level a city as long as they get that city. Grozny, for example. Syria, for example. But, I don't know. I think Putin hasn't completely leveled Kiev because of what NATO might do in return. It's just not a good look for him, obviously. However, he is willing to do indiscriminate bombing, so he is killing tons of civilians. And with the unsuccessful tank maneuver that he just did, I guarantee he'll step up the bombing campaign, so we're going to see lots more civilian death, and that's so sad. I really don't think Putin can keep this up, though, because he's already lost 10% of his military, capabilities. Like, all of his military, 10% of them knocked out, dead, gone. Won't be getting that back. And that's a lot for a week and a half. So I really don't think that he can keep this going. It's just not plausible. He's doing better in the south. He's taken Mariupol and a couple other cities down there. But the city of Odessa, the major port city, Ukraine's main access to the ocean, they are putting up sandbags. They are arming their civilians. They are ready to fight to the death. Hell yeah, hold strong, Ukraine. There is a giant, maybe not giant, but a pretty big Russian flotilla moving toward Odessa. There might be another military landing on a beach, something like D-Day. I highly doubt it, though. That's very expensive for troops. Look at D-Day, for example. But at the same time, Putin doesn't seem to care about casualties, so it could totally go that way. If I was Putin, I would move my troops on land up from Crimea to Odessa. But, he doesn't seem to be listening to any logical anything. So we'll see what happens here. Hold strong, Ukraine. You are killing it, literally. I highly doubt Putin can hold on to this for too much longer. The sanctions are seriously having effects on normal civilians in Russia. Like, if you were a gamer in Russia right now, PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, all those companies will not allow you to purchase anything if you live in Russia. So you're screwed. As well as IBM, AMD, and Intel. They're all pulled out of Russia too. So like I said, if you're a gamer and you live in Russia, you're screwed. Basically, if you live in Russia and you are anything that does with anything with the West, that has to do with anything from the West, you're screwed. The sanctions are strong, and they will only get worse. The western side of the world, the West, is pulling everything out of Russia. So Putin, how long can you hold on? I know my Ukrainian homies can kick your ass. Hold strong, Ukraine. This guy's not listening.